You don't have to boil water to purify it. You only have to get up to 160 degrees. So all you do with these whoppies is, if you're in a place where you're short on fuel or whatever time, is there's wax in there, there's soil wax in there that melts at 160 degrees. So you just hang this off of whatever pot you're heating in, or if it's solar. Sometimes solar won't boil butter to get hot enough to cure faster.
Mm-hmm.
You just hang it in there, and then you hang it with the wax up, and then when it melts, of course, the wax slides down the tube. Well, then you take it out and let it cool, and the next time you just put it in the other way. It's called a whoppy. I'll post the directions in English on the.
So it allows you to know if your water got the proper
right temperature, right? But if the wax melts and it's hot, it's warm enough, or it did its job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you don't go ahead and boil it because it can't hurt, but
right.
If you're in a position where, like they use these, the reason this is in Spanish is because I used to be a missionary, so I went and I taken people who don't have much fuel. And,
yeah, it's cool.
So anyway,
it's like you said, sometimes solar stuff, it doesn't really boil, but it might get hot enough.
Right.
Yeah, the sunlight, ultraviolet light, if it's in a clear bottle, it'll clean it up.
So we've been talking about something. Well, just bring it to you. Hey, I know what that is.
Hey.
Somebody was asking about Tattler lids.
That was my wife.
That's the Tattler lid. So, I bought them on.
Is that the reusing, or is that?
Yeah, the reusable lids.
Yeah.
I bought 500 of them on a site, with half off for a certain amount of time. So, take this to her when you go. I'll buy it for her, but you can just take that home with you. She can see it.
That is neat.
How do you clean them with it?
Yeah.
Now, how do you know if that one is sealed? Like on a regular lid, you can push down and hear the.
These will do the same thing. They'll suction in, but when you can, you have to do it really loose as possible. And then after you come out of the canner, that's when you tighten them
down.
And then after they cool, you take their rings off, and if they're not sealed, they won't hold. Just like
you store them without the ring?
Yeah, you
because when we can, we actually store without our rings too.
It's the same thing.
Because in the basement there, the humidity.
There was some cans there and that. I washed the stuff I could, but hey, you got to pass that around if you want to see what a reusable lid looks like.
I got ones that are made for after you open them, just a bit like a plastic lid that you screw on top.
Oh yeah.
Keep them in the refrigerator. That works pretty good.
That's my AR-7. That stays in the car, in my car kit. The survival rifle. You guys want to see that?
Was that 22?
Yeah. I took all the ammunition out because I was driving through Maryland.
I had one of those a few years back. They are nice.
It's just, I had a bag, so I had to cram it full of stuff. This is a surgery kit. This is what I have. Probably the only thing I own I don't know how to use, but it's one that interns use. Whenever you become a doctor, you have to first be an intern. They buy a season kit.
Chris, you probably know a good bit about them, don't you? Or do you?
Yeah, I don't know much about them. I've been working as an operator.
Oh, okay.
But one of the things I do is I cross-reference property records with medical license records so I can find out where the doctors actually live in my neighborhood. I need to use those all.
We're going to open this up so people can look at it.
Yeah, we did rotations in it, but you really don't.
Somebody posted about the
the lids.
The lids.
Yeah.
I've even got the description still on it.
Gamma lid.
Yeah, gamma steel lid.
Very nice.
I don't know if they sell different color ones on it. Yeah, on Amazon they got.
So you're
Tractor Supply selling the lids, or did you get the lids from Tractor Supply
and everything?
No, I ordered
Yeah.
probably.
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I had mine, but mine used to be right down in that way, and that's where you took everything out. But I don't know how his works.
Yeah, that's
Mine is a little different now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they sell the color ones. The color ones are not. You can tell what is in them by the color.
Right. How much are the lids roughly?
I want to say I paid $8 a piece for them.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
$9.99 or something like that.
But I think I bought half a dozen. What I do is I stack my buckets 4 high, and so what I do, I only put those on the top of the.
Okay.
See, what I do with them is I have some food safe buckets, and we buy like our bread flour, our sugar, our rice, and I keep them in there without a Mylar.
Mm-hmm.
And anything I seal in Mylar, I just use the cheapo bucket with a cheapo lid, because all you're doing is keeping pests out. There's no sense of putting.
And we contacted Tractor Supply, and they claim their buckets are food grade because people use them for their cattle. They use them
Oh, you got it.
So they said they were manufactured.
Yeah, mine actually screwed in the other end.
And you can tell what's in here. I wrote it down somewhere. Half and half. But mine's in the Mylar.
You mean hold it?
Sealed with an iron. That's clothing iron. The first thing I did is I put a piece of dry ice in there, and that forces out the oxygen. So
I actually had a pistol to this
forces
too.
out the oxygen. There's 2,000 cc's of oxygen absorber in there, and iron is shut. Now, if your dry ice don't melt yet, it'll blow up like a balloon, like you put the Dollar Tree, because that happens.
Yeah, I think
so you got to poke a hole and force it out.
Yeah, I usually take the vacuum, suck out as
I
much
bet
air
it
as
clicks
can,
down in there
and
somehow.
then we use actually the hand warmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was a lot different.
Heat up the oxygen.
Yeah, I thought.
But yeah, anything I keep, like I said, we keep about 3 buckets of
Yeah,
stuff.
there you go.
We use pretty readily, and that's the only thing we use those loads for.
Definitely a survival rifle.
This is when I used to work at scout camp. I worked at a high adventure area where there wasn't any showers or anything. So what this is a propane shower. It happened to be beside this. And we were talking about power going out. Some of the things I do. This is my one of. I think I told you I had 3. This is you put the screw on ones on it, and you hang there. And it's got a battery operated pump. You put this as a filter. Throw that in your water supply. It pumps through the unit, and it comes out through here, and it's kind of like taking a bath from a shower underneath somebody watering their plants,
Yeah.
Not the greatest, but, when you're out in the woods, it's a hot shower for sure.
Yeah, it's like a camping shower, like just about like it's used at camping, right?
I also have one for my cabin that's similar to this, except it's much bigger, of course, and it's automatic. When the water, it's got a little wheel in there, and when the water starts going through, it lights the propane.
Yeah, that's nice.
I got 200-pound tanks that I drug up there.
Yep.
And then it heats the water that way. So it's the same principle. And I also have an electric one I had when I owned an apartment.
Mine held 10 shots. I don't know what that was on. Oh, your head's upside down.
Thanks for the wrong way.
That's gonna be hard hitting stuff.
I put the barrel on upside down.
I thought mine ambulance was
That is cool.
Yeah. And this is a barrel soak kit. I don't know if you all saw my post about the EPA is going to change the requirements to make all. Basically, the new stoves are all going to have to have afterburners on them. Like
Talking about like outside burners.
Well, outside burners are now going to be covered.
It's over here.
I got it.
Thank you, Chris.
That's actually really
Here's a
made my hand in.
South room. I might not want to show that on.
I got the camera held
Here's
down.
a silencer adapter for that. Right there.
Oh, that is cool, yeah.
But anyway, this is of course it comes with the legs and stuff, but there are 2 different types. There's an airtight kind that has a gasketed
The gasket in there.
in there, and
What's something like that run?
this? Well, I paid $78, but they're $89 now. They went up already.
Well, that's still not a bad price.
Now you have to weld, or you have to just
It's
Drill
hold
holes.
together.
Yeah, you just.
And then here's your ash door.
right. You got to cut the door out though, right? I mean the front, like with
Yeah, you basically put it on the end of the end of your
Barrel?
and you just trace around it on the inside of the
The
doors,
inside of the doors, yeah.
and then you take it off and you cut with a jigsaw.
Oh, that's really.
And does it have a flue fitting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's laying underneath here.
Now the one thing about these that they criticize is the flue fitting. It's hard to, you have to re-crimp the flue pipe to get it to fit inside there. The directions actually say to put the flue pipe on the outside, and as you guys know, and seal it up.
Yeah.
But then that'll catch creosote.
Right.
I don't know. Who was it that wanted to see one of these?
Brian wanted it.
Yeah, was it you? Okay.
They also make them in a double barrel too, don't they? Where they
Yeah,
stack on top of
you
each other.
can buy it. You can buy the kit for this, any of them. They're interchangeable, so no matter what door you have. I've got one of these that's non-airtight, and that'll just burn until it burns out all your wood. Yeah, that's different.
Try not to get you.
It's like at garage. It's like, yeah, but I think all these things are going to be. These are already not available in 4 states, so the state can crack down on them, and you're going to find out where the EPA is going to require wood stoves to burn the flue gas. For more efficiency. So you're not going to find wood stoves out there very cheap, especially for
That's something
you want to take a look at that, or even not?
Yeah,
I know it over here. You can look at it later if you want.
I was wondering what it come with there. Pretty much a door and a flue.
There's directions.
Legs with it. Lift it up on the door.
Where's the best place to get barrels? Oh, I don't know. It's
I normally buy mine at Lowe's. Most of them you can get for...
You can buy a 55-gallon drum.
Oh, no. 55-gallon drum.
yeah, because Brian was saying he had trouble here now down in where I'm from, they're pretty common.
Surplus City used to get them in, but I haven't seen them.
And
They've been getting all plastic.
Well, they were having a hard time keeping
The last ones I got was out there at Mason's Farm.
Hey, that's cool.
There was a
magnetic four-sider.
yeah, beside where the
Just like
pancake place was.
right.
Get it close.
Yeah, there was a
Put down on there.
wheel